Hello, I'm Scott Bogey here with Derek Benoit ahead of his fight against John Muir on 24th of August. How are you doing today?
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm doing good.
And how ready are you for this fight?
I am. I think I'm beyond prepared for it, man. This has been a long camp. I've known about the fight for like 4 months now. So I've had plenty of time to prepare and to cut weight and everything. So I'm prepared for this fight.
And I was about to ask that, how is the weight cut for this fight? I know your last fight was heavyweight, this time it's super
hmm
middleweight. It's about a 70
hmm
pounds difference. How has the weight
hmm
cut been?
Yeah, but to be honest, it's been pretty good because at first I was kind of worried about it a little bit, but it's been smooth. This has been pretty like one of the pretty easiest weight cuts so far. Like my weight is like I'm doing a lot better than what I thought I was gonna do. So yeah, it's going pretty good though.
And when did you start doing the weight cut?
Oh, when did I start doing the weight? I want to say like May, like Towards the end of May is when I really started to cut down because I was like, because I know for my fight, I was like in the 230s, and then like after, I kind of gained a little bit more weight.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so I need to cut down. So yeah, so it's like end of May.
And do you feel like even though you're dropping down from
hmm
light heavyweight slash heavyweight
hmm
to the super middleweight, do you think your power is still going to be there?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I think my power is still gonna translate because from heavyweight to lightweight, I was kind of worried about that a little bit, but I don't know. I feel like my body will adjust to it pretty good because I've been losing like the weight pretty good. Like I still feel strong and everything. So yeah, I feel good.
And obviously, your last fight, I'm pretty sure the first round knockout. How
Yep.
how did that fight go?
You said how did that what now?
How did the fight go for you?
Oh, how did it go? Oh, shoot. Wait, are you saying how this fight's gonna go, or
No,
how did
the
my
last
last?
fight. The last fight.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I had knocked out my opponent. Well, technical knockout. It was due to strikes. I feel like I kind of pressured him a lot, and I was kind of wearing and tearing on his body on the cage a little bit, and it just kind of got to him, and he kind of just couldn't take the punches no more.
And can you see that when you're in the cage, the fighter slowly breaking down and starting to see that finish coming?
Yeah, it's crazy that because like I do notice it too. Like you can tell like they're just breathing heavy, or you can tell because they got just got this weird look in their face, like they seen a ghost or something. So I kind of can tell, and then from there, that's when I just you know go for the kill.
And what is it like? How does it feel knowing that you're seeing that in the cage and you are getting that victory? Does it just push you on even further?
Like how do I feel when I see that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It gets me when I see that. I get like really excited. Like I get really excited. Like I don't know. It's like when I see it, it's like okay, let's go. Like I don't know. I just get really excited when I see it.
And obviously, this fight is also for the title. Do you feel like that
hmm
adds any more pressure onto this fight, or is it still just as a normal fight for you?
Well, no, I wouldn't say no. It wouldn't add more pressure to me. I accepted this fight because I mean I like the matchup. I think John's a good fighter. I don't think he's a bad fighter at all. I just think we match up real well against each other, and I think he would be a good name on my resume. So yeah, I mean, really, just John alone is the one who really excited. Like, I mean, I didn't accept the fight because it was for a title. I accepted the fight because I like the matchup, and I want to fight John. I want to take his O away. So that that's what really got me wanting
And
to fight him.
this fight, if you are able to get the victory, you will become four wins, one defeat. What do you think is next
Yep.
for you?
Oh yeah. Well, when I do win, I'm gonna take a couple months off, and then from there, I'm just hoping I can get on some good promotion cards. Probably I kind of don't want to be on no more local events. If that makes sense. I kind of
Yeah.
want to hopefully get another chance with LFA or I don't know, Cage Fury. Maybe if I'm lucky enough, PFL or something. I don't know. Hopefully,
Uh,
somewhere around there. But
and speaking about LFA, you did have a fight with them. You think it was your second pro fight against Mervyn Miller. Unfortunately, that didn't go your way. But how was it
yeah,
fighting on that big stage?
it was fun actually. It was fun. And I wasn't nervous at all because Mervin's he's a tough dude. And I don't know, it was really fun. And I don't like the way it went because I did get disqualified for like an illegal blow, which is on my fault. But yeah, so that's why I need to go on this streak that I'm going on, so I can so they can bring me back, man. Because I need to get back on there to redeem myself. I don't like the way that fight ended. It kind of still bugs me to this day. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
And do you feel like what's the big difference between your local shows to this show, like the LFA?
What's the big difference? I feel like more eyes are put on you. You get
Yeah.
like let's say if I get a big knockout, like it'll go viral or something, so they'll get more eyes on me, and then they'll be wanting more other promotions to want me to fight for them. So that's why I want to get on the bigger promotions, so I can get more eyes out, and so I can get more opportunities.
And do you feel like, obviously, with LFA, it is on the UFC Fight Pass? Do you feel like that's one of the big advantages to an organization like the LFA is you do have those eyes on it?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, like LFA, Cage Fury, uh, Fury, yeah, like all those there, UFC Fight Pass, it's broadcasted all over the world. So yeah, people get to see his skills, and then that's when it's time to shine right there. You got all those lights on you, then you get like a knockout or something, and then everybody's like, oh man,
Yeah.
like I seen that knockout before.
And obviously, you're training at, I think it's Start BBJ. How has that been?
Person is a pioneer in MMA, and I'm surrounded by some very good people: Angel Pacheco, Joey Hart, Augustine Hahn, Denzel, Jesse Midas. Just a bunch of good fighters that I'm surrounded by. So it's a pretty good gym.
And you do have a lot of good fighters training at your gym.
Yeah.
No, there's people like Tyler and that who have been in the Bellator cage. Do you feel like
Yup,
you,
Tyler.
you could try to persuade them to try and get you onto one of their shows?
Shoot, hopefully. That's what I need to get this win next week. So I can, this win is, because this fight is the biggest fight of my life because, it's the next fight and it's going to leave so many questions. So that's why next week I'm going to win so we can get on one of those shows, man. Because I think after this win, that's going to let me know everything that I need to know about myself and my skills.
And how is making that transition from amateur to the professional scene? Obviously, as an amateur, you can't do knees,
Yeah,
can't do elbows. How was it transitioning?
dude, I it's so much being a pro is so much better than being an amateur. Amateur, you're limited of your tools you can use in the fight. And I love being a pro because I love the elbow, I love the knee, I love, an amateur, they don't let you go the full distance. You get rocked a little bit and the ref want to stop the fight. So I'm glad I'm not an amateur no more. I'm glad.
And obviously, you can't do the knees, you can't do the elbows. Were you still practicing them in the gym though beforehand?
You said padding?
No, were you still practicing the elbows and the
Mm-hmm.
knees?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I got elbow pads, knee pads. We practiced that a lot. Uh, Actually, all this week is what we did. We did clinch, elbows, and knees. So we practiced that a lot in our gym.
And how much do you value tape, not only on your opponent but on yourself? How big is tape in your training camp?
it a lot, my opponent a lot, but I like after every fight, I don't fight the same because I look at my last fight and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. I need to do this better, and I always correct myself because I never want to be the same fighter when I go in back into the octagon. So every fight, I'm always a different fighter. So I value tape a lot because it helps me a lot. It lets me understand what I need and not to do.
Well, that sounds great. I'll let you get going and hopefully you are able to bring that title home.
Yep.
And I wish you the best of luck. I'll let you have the final word. Is there anyone you're wanting to shout out?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out my gym, my management, my family, everyone who's gonna tune in, and everyone who believes in me, because we're gonna bring this title home, and we're gonna move the 4-1.
Well, that was great. Thank you very much for coming on.
Yep.